Hey there. In our last lesson, we mastered how to co-create test cases using the AI model with Tosca Cloud. But today we are going to go a step further. So we are going to come out of the Tosca Cloud environment and we will see how we can create a direct connection between the Tosca Cloud AI agent and the Tosca Cloud Model Context Protocol server, which is also known as the MCP server. So this is a complete workspace evolution. It's not just a setting change. By plugging this in, now we can access the Tosca Cloud functionality directly from our development environment, which is an IDE in this case. So we'll be using the Visual Studio Code, but it could also be your Cloud Code development environment. That means we can now stay in our IDE and use natural language commands to perform some of the test automation tasks which are provided by this MCP server. So no more context switching, no more tabbing between different tools. It will be just one interface and you will have total control. So if you stay till the end of this video, you will be able to set up the Tosca Cloud MCP server in your Visual Studio Code, and will also see how to perform some of the tasks which are available as part of this MCP server. Like you can manage your test cases, you can manage your folders and assets, and you can manage your playlists in your Tosca workspace right from the IDE using the MCP server. Now, before we move on to the actual setup, what exactly is this MCP if you have not heard about it? So MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. Now think of it as a universal translator that bridges the gap between your local development environment and the Tosca cloud. By setting up this connection, you are allowing your AI assistant to access Tosca cloud functionality directly instead of hopping back and forth between your browser and your code. MCP enables you to use natural language commands to handle complex automation tasks without ever leaving your editor. So it's essentially giving your IDE the context which it needs to manage your entire testing lifecycle. And this is obviously available for a lot of different tools, and Tosca has now created its own MCP server through which you can connect your AI agent to the Tosca Cloud workspace. Now moving on to the setup of the MCP server for your Tosca Cloud. Now before you do that, obviously you need to have an access to your Tosca Cloud account or the tenant system. And then the Node.js should be installed on your system because this is a Node.js based server. And then a compatible AI assistant. Now, if you're using Visual Studio Code, then by default, you will have access to the Copilot. Obviously, if you have not created an account, then you have to create an account. And if required, you can also take additional license because there are limited credits. Now, if you're working in an organization, then you also need to make sure that the chat.mcp.enabled setting is set to true. And then the Tosca MCP server uses a particular port, which is 56874 for communication. So changing this port might cause connection errors. So all of this information will be available in the video description. Now, if you want to still verify if Node.js is already installed in your system, then you can just go to your terminal or command prompt and type node version, and it should give you the version which is currently installed. If you want to just update it, then you can install the latest version of Node. So once you're done with all the prerequisite checks and setup, now we are ready to integrate the Tosca MCP server into our IDE and our workspace. So in VS Code, I have already opened a folder which is called Tosca Cloud. Obviously, if you have not created one, you can go ahead and create a local folder and then just open it here in VS Code by going to File, Open Folder, and then you can just choose your folder. So that will act as your workspace. And here we are going to now add the Tosca MCP server configuration. Obviously, we do need AI assistant, and for me, in this case, I'm using the GitHub Copilot. Obviously, if you have got other AI assistants like Codex or any other AI assistant, you can use it if it is already set up in your VS Code. And then it needs to have an MCP enabled configuration, which most of the AI assistants now provide. So you can connect to different MCP servers and then have a look at all the tools or use the tools. So this is the GitHub Copilot chat window here, and it will act as an AI assistant for me. Now, if I want to configure more tools, I have already got some MCP servers configured in my VS Code. And if I want to look at it, I can go to configure tools here, as you can see, and that will give me all the list of tools. So I have got some built-in tools and some MCP server tools which are available to me. Now, if I want to add or configure any new or existing tools, I can go to this configure MCP server. Okay, so this settings will take me to mcp.json, which is my existing MCP configuration. Now, if you have not created any MCP servers, don't worry. Just go and create an mcp.json file here in your Tosca Cloud or any project folder. Create this mcp.json and then just add the configuration which is available for the Tosca Cloud. So it will look something like this. Okay, so this is the Tosca Cloud MCP server configuration. It is available in the description, or you can also go to the Tosca Cloud documentation. The only thing which is missing when you copy that configuration is your tenant name. So your account name for your Tosca Cloud needs to be present here so that you can connect to that particular account. And once you provide that in the URL, it will take you to the authentication through which it can authenticate your account before you can start using the Tosca Cloud. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to save this file now. Now, once we have saved this configuration, if you want to start the MCP server, there is a start button right here. Or you can just refresh your VS Code project and that should trigger the authentication. But if not, then just click on start here. And then it will take you to this browser window where it will ask you to sign in into your Tosca Cloud account. And then it will authenticate the MCP server, right? So let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see now, the authorization is successful. We can close this window and go back to our IDE. And here you will see now the status has changed to running. So our tool is connected. Uh, if you want to see the tools which are available, then you can see now that there is a Tosca Cloud MCP server and it has got its own list of tools, right? So you can do a lot of things here using this MCP server. So you can get a list of all the playlists. You can add more playlists. You can delete them. You can run a playlist. You can create or you can search for different artifacts. You can get different failed test steps, a module summary, a playlist, logs, recent runs, and this list will go on. So once we are connected, we need to check whether our connection is successful, and that we can do by just going to our AI assistant and start a conversation using just natural language, right? So I can say, show me all available playlists. And you can see it is pulling the available playlist data from the Tosca Cloud tooling. So we don't need to actually specifically mention that we want to use this tool or this MCP server. The AI assistant is clever enough to do that from your prompt. Obviously, that prompt needs to make sense to the AI assistant so that it can link it to a particular tool, right? So now it is gathering all the relevant information, and it should give us a list of all the playlists which are available in our Tosca Cloud workspace. Now, we have hit a slight roadblock here where we don't have any playlist in the Tosca Cloud workspace, right? And it is asking the next steps where if you want to create a new playlist, look for recent runs instead, or if you want to connect to a different Tosca Cloud environment. So what I've done in the background is I've created a sample playlist, and we are going to run that particular prompt again. So I will say, show me all available playlists. So as you can see, it has already returned me a one playlist which is currently available. It has got the ID, which is the node ID. The description is empty. The run mode is parallel, and when it was created, so I just created it, and when it was updated. Now it is also telling us the next steps where if you want to show the test cases inside that playlist, right? So if you get no error in this particular prompt, that means the connection to the MCP server has been successful, and we are ready to work with the Tosca Cloud right from our Visual Studio Code IDE. Now, I will just show you another prompt where we'll say, yes, show the test cases. And here you go. So our playlist contains one test case, and this is the test case. It is now asking to run the playlist. It can show the recent runs for this playlist and create another playlist with additional test. So you can see how powerful this MCP server is. It can not only connect to our Tosca workspace, which sits in the cloud, but it can do a lot more. So you can perform a lot of different automation tasks right from your Visual Studio Code, and there is no platform dependence. So I'm running this on Mac OS, so I'm not running this on Windows. So we can do certain things in Mac OS as well. Obviously not everything, but if you still want to work in a certain IDE on a certain platform without going through all the Tosca Cloud setup, then you can still do it. Now, I would like to conclude by verifying the information which the AI has returned is exactly the information which is present in our Tosca Cloud. So that we can obviously do by going to our cloud account. And here we can go to playlists, and you can see there is just one playlist. And inside this playlist, we have got just one test case. And obviously, these are the test steps. So this is what we had created in our previous session. And I have now created a playlist, and that playlist, I grabbed all the information related to playlist and the test case in my VS Code using the AI assistant with the integration of the Cloud MCP server. Now, obviously, this was a very brief snapshot of what the Tosca Cloud MCP server can do for you. So we have just seen a couple of prompts, and we have played around a particular MCP tool, which is available in Tosca MCP server. But in the coming up videos, I'm going to go more deep into each of these MCP tool, and we'll see what all tasks we can perform outside the Tosca Cloud environment, right from our ID using this MCP server. So I highly recommend you to subscribe to our channel and keep the notifications on if you want to catch up on all these videos and you want to learn how to work with the Tosca MCP server with your AI assistant to perform all the automation tasks in Tosca. Now, also, if you are not a VS Code fan and you want to try out a different AI tool like the Cursor AI for this particular setup, then let me know which ID you are using in the comments below, and we can work out or we can create a video specifically for that setup. So thanks for watching, and I will be back with another interesting video on this particular topic.